Hello, my divinities. How are you guys? Let me ring the bell real quick. Hold on. All right. Okie dokie. For those of you who take the time to show your appreciation in different ways, whether that means signing up to Patreon, even if it's just for $1 a month, or those of you who take the time to comment, share, react to the videos, all of those things really matter to me. Y'all are helping me, because you show me you appreciate my time and energy, and that means a lot to me. So thank you guys, okay? Just want to let you know. What is the message for today's collective message? So let's get started. What's the message for today's collective message? Oh, we've seen this one before. Okay. We're just going to get into it because I remember that story. It is about that king who wanted the Gisaeng, and when she said no because she didn't want to become his concubine, otherwise she'd be lonely, he dressed up as, a common person and went to go spend a night with her anyways. Let's see. What does that have to do with today's collective message? 9 of Swords. Page of Wands. Ace of Swords. 8 of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune. Queen of Wands. Queen of Swords. 6 of Swords. Strength card. And Queen of Pentacles. 3 different queens. Wow. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, 5 of Wands, Emperor. Somebody is a busy little bee. I will say that something that has probably been a part of this Emperor's life is ending. Something that's been a part of their life for a really long time. Or there's threat of it ending. And either this Emperor's fighting to maintain it, or they're in the middle of the fight to end this. Justice. So then we end up with the 9 of Swords. Except in this 9 of Swords, it shows a feminine with worry, anxiety. The masculine does not show up as the Emperor on the table. They're shown up as a Page of Wands. Not a great sign. Because they're dealing with it. Either this is 3 different queens, or it's one feminine that embodies 3 different queens. And that kind of makes it worse because they're showing up as a page. So with the Ace of Swords, they could be expressing a truth that is putting somebody in the 9 of Swords energy. But it's what's finally putting an end to this 10 of Pentacles, because we do have 10 swords here. 9 and the Ace is the 10. There is a walking away of something, closing out a cycle. We have 3 different, actually 4 different things that indicate that. 10 of Swords. Even this 10. 10s are the end of a cycle, right? 10, 10, 10, 10. And it's a major arcana. The 8 of Cups also symbolizes walking away from something. So, this is a little interesting because I'm not sure if the Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, they show up right next to each other, is the one they're walking away from. and walking towards someone else. Or if they're walking away from a different situation, walking towards this Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, and eventually she will commit to them becoming the Queen of Pentacles. So the fact that this story was the overall energy could be that someone here, because remember, they're actually over here showing up as an emperor, but on the table they're showing up as a page. It's somebody who hasn't either shown their true face, or they haven't shown their true status or their true self. Clarify Ten of Pentacles. Let's see. Let's get into this. Ten of Wands. Ten of Pentacles reversed, Ten of Cups reversed, Page of Pentacles reversed, followed by the Four of Wands reversed and the King of Cups reversed. That's a lot of reversals, but they all came out like that. So if somebody had been clinging to possibly a family arrangement, a marriage, it was coming from the place of, well, this is my stability, this is my happiness, and this has shifted. Seven of Pentacles means that they finally started healing past that, especially with the star here. They started healing past the perception of, why am I holding on to something that's been over for a long time? When this person started really examining what they were investing into, they realized this is not stable. This is not happy. And they haven't been focused on that for a long time. It has not felt like home. It has not felt like their stability. They no longer are connected heart and soul to whatever this is. Clarify Nine of Swords. Clarify the Nine of Swords. We start with the Seven of Cups, the World card, and the Hanged Man. Ooh. Judgment, Five of Cups. Okay, so they could have been dealing with an Empress because they are showing up as the Emperor. So this Empress would be the person that they're either married to, engaged, committed to. So the Empress is currently in the Nine of Swords. But I think that came from the Empress possibly trying to revive this, trying to restore it. And I think that they possibly came in and said something with the Seven of Cups of like, let's stop fooling each other. This is an illusion. We both know it's not going to move forward. The World card, we both know it's done. Why are we holding on? Why are we sacrificing ourselves? For what? For whose approval? Now, this being here tells me that I believe this person has met somebody else. But they may not be saying that to the Empress. They may just be saying, like, let's just let this go. Even if they know it's going to cause her disappointment, they feel like we're doing each other a favor if we just let it go. The love's been gone for a long time. Stability's been gone for a long time. Why are we fighting for this? Clarify Page of Wands. Got the Magician, Ace of Swords, Five of Wands. Ooh. Six of Pentacles. So I'm going to tell you something that I feel, and I don't like this, but I'm just going to express without putting my opinion or trying to not put my opinion into it. I feel like there's an emperor, but they have this way of testing people because we keep seeing them as a page. Page of Wands, Page of Swords, Six of Pentacles. It's like they give very little, Because with the Ace of Swords, they want to see how much other people will fight for them, how much other people will invest. Let me put it to you this way. Let's say, which I'm not saying that they are, but there's an example. Let's say that this is somebody who's wealthy, right? And maybe in the past with this Empress or with other people, they may have felt like they were only used for their wealth. So then they do this thing where they go around dating people, either one, acting like they don't have money, or two, testing to see if the other person will contribute. Not because they don't have it, but because they're in the energy of, I'm not going to show them how much I could give to them until I see how much they give to me. Now, although a piece of me understands the mentality, another piece of me is going to explain that that is a very fear-based mentality. It's lacking authenticity. And it's not really full of discernment, because it could be somebody that does not know. I'm very surprised the Temperance card hasn't come out, because I feel like this is somebody who does not know how to temper themselves. They're either the emperor or they're the peasant. They don't have any in between. So they don't want to dazzle somebody with who they are. And this doesn't have to be with status or wealth. This could be, maybe they're just a big giver, but they don't want to show how much of a giver they are until they see how much the other person is a giver. So I'm not fond of that mentality, but whoever this Empress is, I feel like this is where they learned that this is what they need to do. Clarify Ace of Swords. Oh, okay, well, I already saw it, so I'm keeping that one. Clarify Ace of Swords. Oh, wow. That's okay. 7 of Swords, 8 of Swords, Ace of Cups, 6 of Swords, Knight of Wands, 9 of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune. Again, look. 10 of Pentacles. They might have tested their spouse. That might have been when things fell apart. They might have tested their spouse of, I don't have money. We're going to lose the house. I have a feeling that this person goes above and beyond to see how people are going to react. It's, they may have come, and I'm not excusing them. I'm trying to explain why they do this, even though, you know, they go above and beyond to put an image of being in their weakest place to see what someone else is going to do. So with this Ace of Swords, they're expressing some of that to this Empress. They're letting them know, you let me know who you are through your actions or through your lack of action. 8 of Swords is lack of action. So if they said something like, my company's going under, I don't know what to do, they expected this person to rush and help them, and they didn't. But this is not great, guys. This is not good. Although I understand the mentality behind it, I still think it's, and I have a Scorpio Mercury, Scorpio Venus, so I understand the mentality behind it, because it's like, well, if I test people, then I know where they stand. The downside to that is it's deceitful. It doesn't matter how you try to paint it, that is deceitful, because it means that you are tricking someone else so that you can see the darkest side without taking the trouble to get to know them. So this is like, picture it like this. Picture it like someone who is saying, instead of dating, I'm going to send you to get a psychological evaluation. I'm going to go pull your credit score. I'm going to go get your resume, look at your job history, then we'll talk. Like, that's invasive. It's instead of getting to know you slowly, They're using the excuse of, well, I've had a lot of people lie to me, so this is either take this or leave it. This is not a great move. So they're letting this Empress know you failed. I forgive you, but you failed. And I'm moving on. They're freeing themselves. Now, here's the downside to this, okay? The Wheel of Fortune, one of the reasons it's round is because what goes around comes around. They have to be very careful, because they may think that they're a really good judge of character. But I have a feeling the universe is going to put them in a position where now they will feel it's like someone's invading their mind or invading their privacy or testing them. And they're going to get really upset. The universe is like, that is what you made other people feel like. Clarify 8 of Cups. Judgment. Judgment, 6 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, and Ace of Wands. With the Devil. Yeah, this is somebody who's very, I have a feeling they guard their wealth religiously. Like they are obsessed with their power, their status, their authority. So they're always afraid of someone trying to take that from them or tear them down. The thing about that is that emotions are the place where we manifest, right? And if you are focusing on fear and taking decisions out of fear, you are manifesting out of fear. And what I mean by that is that you're going to manifest what you're afraid of. Someone who's a little obsessed with power, with being in control, and they're going to manifest a situation where they lose that power and that control. Maybe not their own, but maybe they're obsessed with having power over their partners or something like that. And they're going to manifest a person they can't control. So with Judgment card here, they really do believe that as long as they act poor, they act, because this doesn't always have to do with wealth. I feel like for some of you, this has to do with, oh, what's that song called? Hold on. There's a song that's coming to mind. It's called 21 Questions. Let's see, 21 Questions. I think it was 50 Cent, or was it Ja Rule? I forgot. 21 Questions, 50 Cent. Okay. It says, all right, blah, blah, blah. You drive me crazy. Need to see and feel you next to me. I provide everything you need, and I like your smile. I don't want to see you cry. Got some questions that I got to ask, and I hope you can come up with the answers, babe. Girl, it's easy to love me now. Would you love me if I was down and out? Would you still have love for me? If I fell off tomorrow, would you still love me? If I didn't smell so good, would you still hug me? If I got locked up and sentenced to a quarter century, could I count on you to be there to support me mentally? If I went back to hoopty from a Benz, would you poof and disappear like some of my friends? If I was hit and I was hurt, would you be by my side? If it was time to put in a work, would you be down to ride? I get out and peel a... Okay, I don't want to read that part. I'm asking questions to find out how you feel inside. If I ain't rapped because I flip burgers at Burger King, would you be ashamed to tell your friends you feeling me? In the bed, if I use my tongue, would you like that? If I wrote you a love letter, would you write back? Now we can have a little drink, a nightcap, and we could go do what you like. I know you like that. And it keeps going. It's easy to love me now. Okay. It says, would you leave me if your father found out that I was thugging? Do you believe me when I tell you the one I'm loving? Are you mad because I'm asking you 21 questions? Are you my soulmate? Because if so, girl, you're a blessing. Do you trust me enough to tell me your dreams? I'm staring at you trying to figure out how you got in them jeans. If I was down, would you say things to make me smile? I treat you how you want to be treated. Just teach me how. If I was with some other chick and someone happened to see, and when you asked me about it, I said it wasn't me, would you believe me or up and leave me? How deep is our bond if that's all it takes for you to be gone? We only humans, girl, we make mistakes. To make it up, I do whatever it takes. I love you like a fat kid loves cakes. You know my style, say anything to make you smile. Could you love me in a Bentley? Could you love me on a bus? I'll ask 21 questions and they're all about us. Okay, so that's what I felt. This is somebody who's like so fearful of someone abandoning them. They have severe abandonment issues. But it's not just physical abandonment. It's the emotional abandonment. It's the sexual abandonment. It's like on all levels, they want this closeness. But you see the chain? It's like they want a guarantee. They want a guarantee that no matter what, you'll be there. The thing is that there is no guarantee for that. Because things change, you know? What if someone loves you and then they have a relative that they have to take care of, and now you feel like, oh, they're not giving me enough time? Or what if you'll have a baby and all of a sudden there's a lot of things being done, or an empire is being built and there's distance between you two? That doesn't mean that this person is abandoning. But this emperor does things to test people because they're so terrified of being abandoned, of losing the person that they gain. So with the Ace of Wands, it's like they found somebody that they don't want to lose. But I'm going to tell you, they're already going in with the wrong mentality if they feel like they want some guarantee that this person won't walk away. They're already going in with the wrong mentality. Because that's like coming into a job. Just an example. I know it's not the same thing. It's an example of coming into a job and saying, I want some sort of guarantee you'll never fire me. Well, that's not how it works, right? You make sure that they don't fire you with your performance. And even then you can't guarantee anything. What if the company gets bought out and they have to lay off some employees? What if the economy goes under? There's so many factors you cannot control. And this person is obsessed with being able to control things. Clarify Wheel of Fortune. Justice card, Chariot, clarify Wheel of Fortune. Seven of Wands and the Page of Wands. You know what the really ironic thing is to me? That this is somebody who believes that they are powerful. But let me tell you something. A truly powerful person does not do this type of thing. A wounded person does the 21 questions. A powerful person is selective. Yes, they're careful, right? They're not just going to let any Tom, Dick, and Harry approach them. But they are excellent judges of character. And so they know, even if I bring in someone excellent, there's no guarantee. But if that person walks away, I know that the time I spent with them will teach me something valuable. I'll never regret that investment. Because here they are with the Justice card, Chariot, Wheel of Fortune. They've decided that they're going to end whatever previous connection they have. Because the connection they built with someone else, while they were in a different skin, while they were in a different identity, secret identity, whatever, they decided it's worth it. It's worth fighting for. But it's almost like in their mind, they're doing this for this other person, not for them. So now they're coming in with all these expectations because in their mind, like, okay, well, I'm doing this for you. What are you going to do for me? You see what I'm saying? Like it's I don't think that this queen asked them to do anything. I don't think that this queen may not even be aware that they're over there ending anything. So how are you going to come in already with all these expectations? In the previous collective of today, we saw that relationships are like little plants that you nurture, right? And if there's a little sapling and you try to build a tree house on it, you're going to crush it because you're putting all these expectations of stability on something that's barely, growing. But they're like, oh, well, that's fair. They think that we just need to be clear with each other. We need to be equal, right? So I'm giving something up for you. What are you going to give up for me? I don't think they realize they're setting themselves up for failure at that point. Clarify, Queen of Wands. High Priestess. Five of Swords. Page of Cups, the Death card, and the Nine of Pentacles. Oh boy. Yeah, this is not going to go the way they think it is, because they're coming in with the energy of, I'm doing this for you. But I don't think she asked them to do that. They're setting themselves up for failure, because when they come in demanding this whole, I did this for you, what are you going to do for me? She's going to be like, I'm sorry, wait a minute. Sit down. What do you mean you did this for, you did what for me? And when they explain, well, I'm walking away from all this stability. I'm getting a divorce, or I'm finally signing the papers. It's going to be an empty victory, because she's going to be like, are you saying you hadn't done that before? Are you saying that you came to me while you were in a connection? I'm telling, look, the only way that they could salvage this is by coming in a completely different energy. Because I'm not saying they shouldn't be honest. They should be. But the way they're coming in now, it's Five of Swords energy. They will fall flat on their face. They need to come in with the energy of, so listen, I was in a connection. I thought, we were always going to be this way, but then I met you, and it really got me thinking that I wasn't really investing where I wanted to invest. So I'm ending it. I'm walking away. I'm thinking about future plans, and I would like to know if you would like to build a future with me. That's a different energy. Do you see what I'm saying? That's not the energy that this person's coming in with. They're coming in with the energy of almost like it's your fault that I'm walking away from this. So what are you going to do for me? Oh, I don't think that's, yeah. We'll see. Let's see. Clarify, Queen of Swords. That's why they're also showing up with the King of Cups reversed, because they're trying to show up as somebody who has no money, somebody who doesn't have a home, somebody who's unhappy, but it's manipulative, and they're about to set themselves up for failure, because this is not the queen to do it with. Clarify, Queen of Swords. So I got the Hierophant, Queen, Eight of Wands reversed, Three of Wands, the Fool, the Moon, and the Two of Swords. Yeah. That's not going to go over well. Because the Five of Swords means that they're going to try and put all this guilt and responsibility on her. But this is a Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. She's not stupid. So she's going to be like, wait a minute, did you just make me a homewrecker? Did you go and tell your Empress that I'm the one asking you to do this? That I'm the one getting you out? No. I would like to speak to her. I need to let her know. I had no idea she even existed. I had no idea that y'all were still married. Like she's going to try and find a way to smooth things over, because she's not going to like the fact that they made a fool out of her. Not only did they make a fool out of her, they're still denying that they're the ones that are responsible for any of this. Like, I think that this would make the... Remember when I said when you manifest out of fear, you're going to manifest the exact thing you're fearful of. So they're afraid of not having control, which makes them do things that are stupid, because then this queen is going to walk away because of how they're presenting that to her. This is not going to go over well. I don't even know how many ways I can say that. This is the wrong approach. Do not do it like this. Clarify, Six of Swords. Because I also think, before we move forward, I also think that they're going to want to possibly marry this new queen, and she's going to be like, no. So you're going to tell me you're the type of person that you stay married until you find someone better and then you walk away? Because that's what you just did. And I didn't even know that that's what you're doing. If I had known that you were that type of person, because of how they're presenting it, I don't think they are that type of person, but because they're trying to gain some sort of power over her, it's gonna fall flat on its face. Clarify Six of Swords. This is somebody who, they really don't understand the impact that they make on others emotionally. This is a king who, mixing the King of Cups reversed with the King of Swords, means that they're a little manipulative, but they think that they're being efficient. They think that they're being calculated, strategic. They are, but those things do not have a place when it comes to emotions. When you're being very calculating and strategic, that's called manipulation. They think that they're being really smart. And I'm not saying that they're not clever, but they are not wise. And that's something that this queen is, because she's showing up with High Priestess energy. She has wisdom. So the way that they're approaching this is going to make everything blow up in their face. They think, for some reason, possibly because this Queen of Wands presents herself as somebody very dignified, very proud of herself, they think that it'll please her to know that she's crushed her rival, that she had a rival and that her presence crushed this person. They don't realize this is an empress. This is somebody who comes from a place of compassion, empathy. And they might have already had this done to them, so they are not going to be pleased knowing that they crushed somebody else's hopes and dreams using her. When this card came out, I heard girl's girl, which means that this is not somebody who would take pleasure in squashing another woman or another energy, period. They're just not that type. They are miscalculating. They think that she has ego. And I'm not saying she's not proud of herself, but not this type of ego. Not the type of ego that would be pleased to build on somebody else's unhappiness. So I'm not saying that they would have never accepted this king if they had walked away from their marriage, but it's how they're doing it that means this could blow up in their face if they're not careful. Clarify Strength. Knight of Cups. Okay, so for Strength, we got the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Swords, Three of Swords, Strength card, and the Lovers. Yeah. I don't think they've ever dealt with a feminine that's done as much healing work on herself as this feminine has. Because I think that even the Empress that they used to be with, a lot of their beliefs and idea regarding love come from their connection with that Empress previously. And they believe that almost like it'll please their partner to know that they were mean to another, to a possible ex or to a possible person out there. Like it'll please them to know that they broke someone else's heart for them. But not this one. This one's like, no. See, they find connection with people who are kind. They find connection with people who are considerate, who are empathetic and compassionate, who have healed a lot of their wounds. They really don't realize that this is about, I'm telling you, it's about to blow up in their face. Clarify Queen of Pentacles. Clarify Queen of Pentacles. I'm just reiterating everything I already said, because now she's going to be in the Seven of Pentacles. If she had invested in them before, she's going to be like, wait a minute. This is giving me a very bad feeling. I don't like that this is how you treated someone else, because this is somebody, because of their wounds that have been healed, they're not coming from a place of ego, as in, you know, they need to crush someone else to feel better about themselves. They're competing with other women. This is somebody who's, or man, you know, because it's not about gender. This is somebody who's coming from the place of, why would you treat another human that way? Why would you go out of your way to make it seem like I am responsible for that human's hurt when I didn't even know that they existed or that you had a bond with them? It's making her reconsider the whole connection. Like I said, it's not going to have the effect that they think it will, because she's not that type of person. So this story connects in the sense that this Gisaeng could have, you know, made the move to become this, I forget if this is a king or an emperor, but she could have become his concubine, his lover. And she could have stayed in the palace and competed with the queen and tried to dethrone her, all those games that people used to play. That's not what she wanted. She wanted companionship. She wanted closeness. And so she chose not to have the position that others would have killed for. So I just think that they're underestimating her, period. That's just it. They're underestimating her completely. They are judging her based off of what other women would want, and they're not understanding who she is really. But remember, this is how you know that they're not really her match, because they're coming from a place of wounds. They're coming from a place of paranoia and trauma, and not that she hasn't gone through that, but she's healed. She's healed a lot of those wounds where they have not. So when you manifest out of fear, you create the very thing that you're afraid of. They don't want to be abandoned, and she might just end up walking away because of how they're doing things. They're trying to gain some sort of control over her, and the same thing that they're doing to gain control over her is what's going to create the loss. Ain't that a bitch? Okay, guys, that's what I got for you. I hope that you learned something from it, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Please make sure to react, comment, share if it's already public, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.